big mean pace car's out. Green flag waves. Side by side into turn one. Ripley and Reno. Reno with a strong charge on the outside. They'll be heads up into turn three. Reno drives in deep. He makes it stick. See who can lead lap one. Give it to Reno. Josh Hall following in third. He's looking to make a battle out of this. Still side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact out of four. Ripley gets out of the groove. Allows Reno to clear him. Hall gets underneath for second. He backs out of it. Decides he doesn't want no contact today. Can't say I blame him. Up front, the 77, Reed Reno. These guys are running 17-1, 17-2. That is fast. These things have gained 3/10 over the last year or two. Amazing. With a spec car, you can still find a little more speed out of them. Either that or these kids are just braver than I am. Ripley up close. He's to the bumper. Little wiggle. He's setting high, looking to make a crossover, but it wiggles again on him. Allows Reno to build a couple car length gap. Reno playing defense. Not quite using all of the backstretch. He's squaring the corner a little bit, just trying to protect that bottom side. But when you do that, you sacrifice a little speed. Still holding strong, about a 2-car length lead. Ripley on the tail again, looking to make a challenge on the outside. Another little wiggle, he has to fall back. Every time he tries to drive in deep, it just wiggles on him. He loses all the ground he makes up. Still, you're a leader in that 77, Reed Reno. Josh Hall and Ben Burgess, they're not done yet. They still want a piece of this action. Still, all Reno up front. Reno on the bottom, playing defense. Ripley up high, trying to use as much track as he can, get as much speed built up. Halfway done this time by. 10 down, 10 to go. Think we'll be safely within the time limit on this race. Ripley slides up. Reno slides up a little bit. Ripley gets right up to the bumper. Can't make it work. I feel like this isn't the first time we've seen a Reno and Ripley battle. Just a little bit younger this time. Silas to the outside. They're neck and neck. Oh! Reno gets a little squiggly, but he saves it. Allows Ripley to get the lead. Hall to the outside for second. They're heads up down the backstretch. Ripley looks to build a lead. Reno's clear for the moment, but Hall's still going to challenge. Burgess in there now for third. Josh gets a little squirrely. Burgess up to third. But up front, it is now all Silas Ripley. In the For Sale 09 car. Oh, Reno gets a little squirrely attitude. Burgess underneath for second. Gonna try to bring Josh Hall with him. Reno was strong early. Can he make the outside work again? He's trying. He's got no quit in him, that's for sure. He's keeping him nice and tight, not giving him any extra space, just like he should. 4 laps remain for Silas Ripley, but the battle is for second, third, and fourth. Out of 2, looks like Burgess, but Reno with the run. 2 to go at the stripe for Silas Ripley. But the battle still for second between Reed Reno and Ben Burgess. Reno strong on that outside groove. White flag in the air for Ripley. The battle still for second. Give it to Burgess this time by one more shot for Reed to try to steal second. He's got a nose up down the straight. Checkered flag waves for Ripley. Let's see who's going to get second. Photo finish. Give it to Burgess. Reed Reno third. Third place finisher, Ben Burgess. It was really tight at the line. We're going to check the transponders, obviously. But for right now, you're third, I guess. It was a pretty good race, pretty good battle you had going there. Didn't give up early. Running third, running fourth a little bit. Got up to Reed, and then you guys had a side-by-side battle. Looked pretty good the last 5 laps, man. What are you going to say about it?
Yeah, it's just, it's pretty loose on the bottom now. So when I go to chase it up, he's just not giving me quite enough room. But it was fun.
Yeah, it's always tough when you're the car on the bottom. You want to wash it up the track, really start to use it, but they got to do their job too. You get any sponsors you want to thank?
Lighted Transportation, City Side Motors, my grandfather, my dad, Chim Chimney Sweep, and Uncle Bob's Plumbing.
Alrighty. That was Ben Burgess, your third place finisher. Now for a second, we got Reed Reno. You had a couple of pretty stellar saves out there. You led a lot early, playing a lot of defense. You come a long way in a short amount of time, kid. What are you going to say about that race?
I was a little bit scared when I went through the grass, but the car was loose the whole race. I don't know.
You don't know, but it doesn't matter. You're in victory lane. You got to have some sponsor, some family you got to thank up here.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, everybody that helps me. JB Excavation, Dowdy Construction, Creative Play Child Care, and Ideal Portable Toilets, and Bob Berry Concrete.
Alrighty, that's Reed Reno, your second place finisher. Now up front, you're a race winner. Not an uncommon name in this victory lane, just the newest one, Silas Ripley. Kid, that was good racing there, nice and clean. He was trying to play a lot of defense, but you set it to the outside, you made it work. What are you going to say about that?
Yeah, I would like to thank mainly Concrete, Donald E. Mecklin, DR Flag, and Ryan, my dad, Mom, Graham, Kelsey, Jordan, and I'm proud that I brought this bus here 4 times.
Hello, boy. There's your winner, Silas Ripley. That'll do it for the 4-cylinder pros on the season. The pace car is in. The green flag is out. Storming off into turn 1. Nick Williams with the big advantage. He's up to a quarter straightaway on the... Oh, and he goes around. The leader spins. Near misses all around. Good job, drivers. Larry waves the green flag. We're racing again. Wide open into turn 1 they go. Bub Dow with the advantage down their back straight. Let's see if he can make it through 3 and 4. All right, he does it. He's going to lead the first lap. followed in suit by Adrian Williams and John Knapp. Storming up the outsides, the 7 car. He wants a piece of the lead. He's up to the door at the line. Off to turn 1, we are side by side for the lead. The 56 Chevy. 2 tons of Chevy fun on the high side. Third place looking to make this interesting. That's the 5 car of John Knapp. He's looking to the high side. The 7 still trying to make it work. Give that lap to the 2. Bub now. Bob getting a big advantage now. He's back up to half a straight. The 44 is trying to look low for third. That is Dean Grant in the 1935 Ford. He's going to fall back to 5th. He loses it to the 11 of Kevin Waterhouse. Back to challenge for the lead is the 7 of Adrian Williams. They're going to storm out of turn 4 at the line, give this one to Bub Dow. The 11 up on the high side. He's going to go for third. The old Cougar. We are halfway through. The leader is still the blue number 2, Bub Dow. But the battle right now is for third. Coming up to lap traffic. Bub goes to the high side. The 10 sticks it low. And Nick Williams falls a lap down. Now he's going to go to work on John Knapp. He keeps it low. Nope, take that back. That was Frank Finnegan in the 7. Told you I'm a little rusty with these cars. These guys have got down to 18-7. That's not too shabby. $11 cars up to third, looking to make it second. Getting the old Mercury fired up. He's gonna clear for second. See if he can go to work on Bub. The 2 cars still staying strong with a healthy lead over the 11. The 7's falling back to third, getting challenged by the 38 car of Addison Bowie. Bowie's going to look low. We got a 55 Buick and a 56 Chevy battling it out for third. Give that one to the Buick. They're not just built for comfort, they're built for speed. Flagman's giving the lap traffic a flag again. Bub coming down the backstretch to place them a second lap down. He makes it through unscathed. 2 laps to go for Bub Dow. Can Kevin Waterhouse make this a battle? Or is Addison Bowie going to sneak in and steal second? White flags in the air. 3/8 of a mile to go for Bub. He's looking to go wire to wire with this one. Into 3. He's looking good. Checkered flag waves. Give it to Bob Dow. Second is Kevin Waterhouse. Third, Addison Bowie. All right, third place. We got Addison Bowie, if I'm not mistaken, in this 38. Was it a 56 Buick?
It's a 55.
55 Buick.
Special.
It's a Buick special. What makes it special?
Because I'm in it.
All right, man. Well, who do you got to thank on this?
Mostly my wife. She helps me out. We have no sponsors. I do it alone, and it's easy that way.
There's nothing wrong with that. Get your wife helping you on this. What do you got to say about the Wicked Goods?
The Wicked Good, yeah. We had a good season. You know, we raced with these guys all through the season. We love coming to West Cassett, so thanks for having us.
Well, definitely. Well, thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys coming on, putting on a show.
Great.
That's Addison Bowie, your third place finisher. Second, in the old Cougar, we got Kevin Waterhouse. Kevin, how was your race out there?
It was, we had a good race. That's my grandson, and that's all I had. I could not take him.
You didn't want to concede defeat to your grandson. You wanted to make him earn it?
But it was fun to race against your grandson.
Of course.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, of course.
And I thank the track for having Wicked Good here. We love it up here.
Oh, that's good. That makes 2 of us. I love it up here, too. You got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank on this old machine?
No, just me.
Just you, just Kevin?
Yep, the Waterhouse, yep.
Nothing wrong with that. That's Kevin Waterhouse, your second place finisher in the old Cougar. Your winner, led wire to wire. You're a little young to be called Bub.
Just a nickname, really.
Nothing wrong with that, man. So your grandfather, he said he was trying to chase you down. He didn't have nothing for you. Is that actually a 19, was it 33, 36? What is that thing?
36 Pontiac Coupe.
Pontiac Coupe. All right, man. What do you got to thank for sponsors or anybody on this rig?
Big thanks to my grandfather and just the friends and family that come out here.
Definitely. All right, man. Well, that was your winner, Bub Dow, in the 2X36 Pontiac. Green flags in the air. Morton and Pinkham into turn 1. Morton sticking strong on the outside. Pinkham trying to run away on the bottom. James Osmond's looking to try to steal second in the Derek Barker machine. Michael Harrison looking to work on Morton for third. Matty Beers coming up through the pack. He wants his first win on the season. He's sick of second. He's followed and tapped by Bubba Pelton. He wants to add another win to his resume. But they got some work to do if they're going to catch Billy Pinkham. Osmond's done a lot of work to that 55 machine. It's looking a lot better today than it did in the 100. Only about 7/10 faster. which is quite a lot. Beers thinking about a 3 wide real quick. Thinks better of it. Pelton looks to the high side. He knows what line's going to start moving. Pinkham's liking all this side-by-side traffic behind him, giving him some breathing room. Harrison down low, looking to get second. Osmond not ready to give it up. Osmond sideways, he saves it. Loses a ton of ground. Gives Billy Pinkham the chance to build his lead up to about 5 car lengths. Beer's thinking 3 wide again, backs out again wisely. 3 wide just never really works. But up the high side, Brett. He don't want to let nobody else ever win in this class. He wants them all to himself. Pelton up to second. He's cut that lead down to 2.5 car lengths already, wasting no time. Pelton up to the bumper of your leader. Pelton was your 3rd place finisher in points. He had 3 feature victories on the year. He's looking to make it 4. Side by side out of 4. Advantage this time will be Pinkham again. Pelton strong out of 2 on the high side. Seems to be the best spot. He's going to clear Billy into 3. Try to build himself a big lead. Meanwhile, Brett Osmond and Matty Beers going to work on Billy. We're up to the halfway mark. Your leader, Bubba Pelton. 2nd, Billy Pinkham. 3rd, Brett Osmond. PJ Merrill's here to join the party. Harrison and Osmond have dropped back from their early speed they had. Brett can't quite make easy work out of Billy the way Bubba did. It's giving Pelton the chance to build a 6 car length advantage. Beers is back there just looking for some daylight. He keeps sneaking it in, gets just about 4 inches of bumper under him, not quite enough to leave it. Beer's gonna look to the high side. Gonna come back down, give it to PJ. Brett clear into 2nd. He sets his sight on Bubba. 9 laps to get it done. About a straightaway to go. Beers up the high side. Looking to clear Billy for 3rd. Can he do it out of 4? Yes, he can. Matty Beers, your new 3rd place car. Looks like we got a familiar top 3 up here. PJ's next in line. He wants to steal 4th from Billy. He's holding on strong, trying to stay top 5. PJ loose out of 2. He has to back out of it. That's Billy clearing back for 4th. The back of the pack. You got the zoom going against James Osmond. Up front, Matty Beers has caught Brett Osmond. Matty Beers is your fastest car on the track right now. We got 5 laps left to see if he can steal 2nd. Gonna take a lot to catch that 27 car. Bubba's running about a half groove off the bottom. It may look funky, but it's nice and easy on the tires. Don't gonna put a lot of wheel in it. Don't scrub them. Two and a half laps to go for Matty Beers. Can he get Brett? Popsicle sticks in the air. He's on the bumper. Tries to set up the cross. Nothing there. Meanwhile, PJ manages to steal fourth from Billy. White flag waves. Beers giving it one more shot. Out back, Mo Young, Morton, and Michael Harrison battling out for 6. Checker waves, win goes to Bubba. Second's Brett. Third, Matty Beers. Fourth, PJ. Fifth, Billy Pinkham. Sixth, Michael Harrison. Seventh, Mo Young. Eighth, Nick Morton. Ninth, James Osmond. 10th goes to Mike Wallace. And 11th, Glenn Reynolds. All right, Matty Beers climbing out of the 11B machine. Another top 3 for you. Still not the feature win you wanted. I know you wanted it bad, man, but what are you going to say about the Fall Fury race?
Well, it's the first one I ever ran, and these short races really put the heat on you. You gotta get it done when you can.
Yeah, you got to really set it high and let it fly early, man. Really start digging. Don't worry about your tires. Don't worry about nothing. Man, what do you got to think for sponsors on this thing?
Oh, man, I got Rustic Retreat, Esteem Salon, Charlie's Motor Mall, Chapman Auto Repair, McCain Electric, my whole crew, everybody that puts a hand on it. I'm glad for them and enjoyed the season.
Definitely, man. You definitely put on a show for us a lot of times this week. That's Matty Beers, your third place finisher. We got Brett Osmond, your Super Street champ, Super Street 100 winner. Fall Fury second place. What do you got to say, Brett? I know you were trying to chase him down, but he was gone. He got the lead early, and he just took off.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get around Bill. I don't know if I was even faster than Matt. I was just able to hang him off, but car wasn't bad. I'll take it.
Definitely not going to give it back, are you?
I don't want to.
I don't blame you. What do you got to think for sponsors on this thing? I know you've probably said them 1,000 times, but you get to say them again.
Warren Sons Construction, Coastal Race Fabrication, Laid Back Lumber, Wicked Cornhole, Kale Tire, Red's Eats, Pro Concrete, and RodDaddy.com.
All righty. That's Brett Osmond, your second place finisher. All the way up front, once again, 4th time this year, if I'm not mistaken, Bubba Pelton. He comes from Beech Ridge, comes to Wisconsin. He's starting to steal the show every week here. How was Fall Fury for you, Bubba?
Speaks for itself, I guess, right here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're not mistaken with that, man. Always good when you're holding that trophy.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be here starting last like that. There's good cars. Them guys aren't slouches, so made some room and got up through there in a hurry, and away we went.
Oh, definitely, man. You made it happen right when you needed to. Didn't waste no time at all. What do you got to think for sponsors here on the 27 rig?
Davis Erector Group again. Dave and his wife's over in the pits. Glad to see it. Timmy, my daughter, my father-in-law's here today. My nephew is here. I'm glad to have them all here. And also Zach Howe. I got to thank Zach Howe Construction. They've been helping us out this past couple of years.
All righty. Is that all you got for us, Bubba?
Yeah, whatever the sponsor is today. I always forget them, but we'll thank them too.
All right. I don't know what it is either today, so I'm just going to say it's Wisconsin Speedway. All right. That's your feature winner, Bubba Pelton in the 27. That'll do it for your Super Street season. The pace car pulls off. We're creeping to the green. Green flag is waving. And we're getting up to speed into turn 1, though. 151 Dave Foster going to lead them. Up the high side, Parker Long looking to make it a battle. We'll be side by side out of turn 4. Gonna give this one to Parker Long. We are side by side through the whole field. Everyone bouncing around for some room. The leader still side by side, the 420, just looking for some space. Long up the high side. He gets a quick jump, has to back out into 3. Make sure he keeps that car pointed the right way. Big old tires hanging out of that thing. Looks sharp. That's a 1964 Ford. I'd have to say it's a Fairlane, but those cars are about 30 years older than me, so I don't really know. Still side by side. Long and Foster. Keith Smalley still just begging for some space.
Yeah, we joke about Keith Smalley in that 420. If you met the guy, you'd understand why he's got that number on his car. He is an absolute riot. I've had the chance to attend their awards banquet in the off-season a couple times, and he gives away special awards to all his fellow competitors, keeps the camaraderie up really good in this group, and a great ambassador here to these old vintage race cars.
Always good when you have a guy like that in the class. Makes it fun to come back and race every time. Right now, your hard charger's that 74 machine. Doug Lalemi, the 66 Chevelle. Everyone's just behind the 2 leaders, just waiting for some space. I would definitely not even think about 3 wide in these things. They're a little big for that. These guys are cooking right along, running mid 18-second laps. I don't know what these things ran 30, 40 years ago, but I bet it's similar to this. Bobby Simons. He's got that 57 Chevy, battling for 3rd. A lot of them 57 Chevys out here. Still side by side, your top 6. Long still trying to clear him. Using the high side well. But Dave Foster not giving up. Oh, a little wiggle out of Foster. But he manages to fill the hole back up. Long just still can't quite clear him. Doug Lalemi. He's hoping he can clear him so he can make his own run at the lead. Ooh, a little puff of smoke into 3. Everyone's still straight. Down the backstretch with 7 to go. Still the Dave Foster Parker Long show. Give that one to Long. Seems like he's led a majority, just can't quite seal the deal and clear him. Once again, side by side through 3 and 4. Once again, Long has the advantage. It really stinks when you're just fast enough to be outside of him and nose him, but you can't quite clear him. You just know them tires are going to get hot. Out of 4 again. Give it to Long again. 4 laps to go. Behind them, we got the 74 and the 82, each just itching to get some space. Man, these guys come across the line every lap, 3 inches apart. 2.5 laps left. Can Dave Foster steal it? Will Parker Long take it? 2 to go. Still all Parker Long and Dave Foster. Down the back, Long has a noselead. Through 3 and 4, let's see who's gonna have the lead at the white. Dead heat, 1 lap to go. Foster, Long. Oh, the 9 car sideways at it too, he saves it. Trying to save a car with a 182-inch wheelbase. Out of 4, checker waves, give it to Parker Long. 2nd to Dave Foster. 3rd to Doug Lalemi. He's climbing out. Doug, looks like you were just searching for some space. These guys were having a whale of a battle in front of you. It looks like you had plenty of speed for them, just no room, man. How'd that race go?
It went well. Yeah, those guys were battling for space, and there wasn't any left for me, I guess. I thought about 3 wide once, but I was like, we better not wad it up at the last race of the year.
It's kind of a wise decision. 3 wide, it always seems like a good idea until you do it, and then it's never a good idea.
Yeah, we left at 5 this morning to get here, so we drive a ways, but it was worth it. I love this track.
Oh, definitely, man. I love this place, too. Well, tell us, what do you got for sponsors on this beautiful rig of yours?
I got Beach Hill Automotive and Matt's Plumbing and Heating.
All right, you got any family out there you got to thank?
Just my wife. She's on the infield. She supports this awful habit, but we love doing it, so.
Yeah, definitely. You always got to remember the wife, man. Yep. All righty, that's Doug Lalemi, your 3rd place finisher. 2nd place by just a hair. Lap after lap, you guys were just inches apart, putting on a really good show for us. Dave Foster, tell us, man, what was it like battling Parker for that?
Give it hell. he got me by a little bit. I thought I had him, but on the last lap there, he got ahead of me a couple of inches. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Good job to Parker, and I get 2nd, and Doug gets 3rd, and life is good.
Yeah, it's still a good show, man. That's all you can ask for, and it's still a fun battle out there. Absolutely. Even though when you're 2nd, it's still fun. What do you got for sponsors on this rig?
Let me see. We got MDB and D Excavating in Searsport, and thanks to Dan Rich in Searsport. Yep. And then we've got Wicked Good Vintage Racers, and all the fans, of course, and the Wiscasset Speedway, and Richard and Vanessa. Sorry. My mind's going a million miles an hour. I can't think straight.
Hey, man, I've been there getting out of the race car. The mind definitely races. You got any family you got to thank?
Yep, my wife Betty over there in the stands, and my 2 boys, Mark and Douglas.
All righty. That's your 2nd place finisher, Dave Foster. Smiling big. Parker Long, big feature winner. Lap after lap, you and Dave were over there having a battle. It was great to watch. It was great to see. That was some good, hard races, man. Tell us, what was it like out there?
It's nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? One wrong move and you can take the whole crowd out. So it's nerve-wracking, but it's fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you made it look good out there, dude. You guys side by side, you just inch him a little bit, he'd inch you. It was a really good show. What do you got for sponsors on this rig? What is this rig?
It's a 1964 Ford Fairlane, but she's all Chevy power, so sorry, Ford boys.
I'll forget you said.
I got all kinds of sponsors. I like my family. I got AC Midcoast, Peninsula Bill Construction, Camp Bell Construction, Holbrook Woodworking, Ginny French Cleaning Services, Russell House, Southport Store, and my family, the track, everybody who comes and supports us. It's just a blast.
Oh, yeah, man. Racing is definitely a blast. Got any family? Definitely a wife or something you got to thank?
No, I'm single.
Oh, we got one that's single, ready to mingle. The race winner's definitely ready. All right, that is Parker Long, your winner in the Wicked Good Vintage Race Cars.
The majority of this field, though, guaranteed a top 5 finish, so off we go. Frank Moulton of Pittston is your race leader.
Right out of Pittston, Maine. Me and Frank were making jokes because this year I kept finishing second or third to Kevin Douglas. He keeps finishing second or third to Will Collins, so we're about the same guy in different classes.
Yeah, great job as always from the 15. One of those guys, one of those lower budget teams that seems to be able to do a lot with a little. Chris Burgess, much the same in the 47.
Yep, couple good father-son teams.
Jet Decker, he was a winner back on week 2 of the season as a rookie and looking to grab his second victory of the year. Actually, top 2 drivers in the division not racing this class this afternoon. Decker finished 3rd in points. Moulton finished 4th in points.
Osmond off the pace. He's up the high side. Looks like his day is going to be about done.
Yeah, must be a mechanical issue on that 05. Don't
sound like it's running anymore.
Yeah, just coasting down the pit. Jet Decker in charge now. Decker was last year's 4-cylinder pro champion. An exciting finish to that season and has made a great transition up here into the late model Sportsman. Zach Bowie on the move in the number 04, starting to tighten up that battle for 3rd. Bowie, his first late model appearance this year. He's run a handful of super street races and long time strictly street stock and super street racer. Has been wanting to make the jump up here to late models. Picked up this car midway through the season, but first chance to race it here. And he is making that outside lane work. Has already grabbed 3rd. Now quickly takes 2nd away from Frank Moulton.
Yeah, Bowie got a big pass modified win at Seekonk, I'm pretty sure. One of those Massachusetts tracks. He can definitely drive.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who can wheel pretty much anything he jumps into. And you said ran some modified races this year with a nice win at Seekonk.
Man, that 04 is cooking.
Yeah, 2/10 faster than the race leader last time by. And they are not quite yet at halfway. As I said, these guys normally run a 40-lap race. Here on Fall Fury Day, with the number of divisions we have, cutting them back to 30 laps. Zach Bowie still leading into that lead. A little closer on lap time that time by, but a 10th faster still. Decker starting to get loose in that number 01.
Now, when you got someone in your mirror catching you, you start to push it a little harder, and you actually wind up making yourself a little worse. Man, he's definitely wheeling that out of 4, man.
Yeah, he's tail whipped that thing a couple of times coming out of turn 4, and Bowie is there now. Zach trying to pick up his first win here at Wiscasset this season.
Still got a battle going on for 3rd back there. Burgess working on Moulton. Moulton playing good defense. Little smoke now coming from that 47. We had a 2-car battle for 1st and a 2-car battle for 3rd. The leader's coming up to a lap car.
Zach Bowie's one and only career win here at Wiscasset Speedway came at Fall Fury 2 years ago when he won the Strictly Street race.
Oh, Burgess pulling off the track. Sounds like he's got a flat. Has that scrape? Yep, the right front's gone.
Flat right front.
So you can see the right front just. Oh, Bowie pulls off the track.
Joey Peasley just came into the. He just
went from 5th to 3rd.
He's got to make one more lap to do it, but.
Never in my life have I ever gone from a lap down in 5th to 3rd place in a matter of seconds. But hey, I wouldn't give it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if something might have been up with the 04 of Bowie. Maybe something not legal on that car. He wanted to come out, run some fast laps, and then head for the pits afterward. But
oh, I saw him practicing for Pro Stock earlier, so he might have just been getting it ready for that. Because it was pretty stout. But Jet's out there breathing a definite sigh of relief. He doesn't have to play defense no more.
5 laps to go this time by.
I don't know what it is, man, but something tells me these guys are all going to go top 3. The Jet, he's just in cruise control now. He's got a half a track lead. I think they're all probably just about in cruise.
Joey Peasley actually can seal the deal here and pick up his first career podium finish with this run today.
That'll be good for him. Come back, race, and steal a trophy. No matter how you do it, long as you do it. Oh, Peasley getting squirrely. Might have spoke a little too soon.
Uh-oh.
Leave her out there, Joey. One more lap, buddy. No, where you going?
Hey, Logan, I might be able to get 3rd now.
You're going to have to run really fast.
Checkers fly for Jet Decker. He'll get his 2nd win of the season. Then comes Frank Moulton in the 15. Joey Peasley will be credited with the 3rd place finish, although a couple laps down. Down here at Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane, 3rd place going to Joey Peasley. That's his first career top 3, but he's going to, I guess, celebrate back there in the pit. So we have our top 2 down here this afternoon. And this guy, as I mentioned, finished 3rd in points this season in the late model Sportsman and came home as our 2022 Rookie of the Year here in this division. Had a great talented group of rookies in this class, and this guy got himself a win on week 2 and cruised to a top 3 finish in points. So as he hops out, nice round of applause. Jet Decker is your feature winner this afternoon. Jet, congratulations. Not the stout field that you're used to competing against out there, but a win is a win, and I know you'll take it.
Yeah, it's nice. Could have been a little better with a few more cars, but we won. I got to thank my dad and my grandfather, Justin Carcos, who couldn't be here today, Randy Keachauto, Glenn and Angela, Mark Brackett and Dylan Moltz at RB Performance, Landlubbers, BL Davenport and Sons Trucking, and Avon Heights and GCA Logging.
How about this season? Kind of assess how the year's gone for you. Did it come out as you expected? Did you meet your expectations?
To be honest with you, the beginning of the year went a lot better than what I was expecting. Throughout the middle of the year, we were just not very good. We actually, 2 races ago, we found that the locker wasn't actually locking, which was upsetting the car a lot, making it inconsistent. But we were good last week and good today. So.
All right, well done. Congratulations. Jet Decker, your winner this afternoon. And I try to learn something every day. That's kind of what I try to do. And today I learned that Frank Moulton is actually from Pittston, not from not from Clinton, so congratulations on that. Well done this afternoon. How did your run go today?
Not too good. We tried a few things this week, just used it as a practice session, but we'll decide what we want to do over the winter.
Yeah, how about your season? Did it come out as you guys expected? I know you got some good support from Survey Inc. and some other new sponsors, but how'd your season go in your mind?
The first half of the year was a little less than desirable, but the second half was pretty good and pretty happy with how it ended out.
All right, who you want to thank on this ride today?
My mom and dad, my wife Susie, my kids, Bill and Bonnie Shippen, Kayla and Alec, Chet, Ben, people that come and help us, Survey Inc., and the Hair Room, of course.
All right, great job right there, Frank Moulton, bringing it home in the runner-up spot. Jed Decker is your winner this afternoon with the Wood Pellet Warehouse late models.
The pace car pulls in. Nate Sennett waves the green flag. We're racing. Off into turn one. It's going to be Turcotte. Meservey on the high side. He's challenging down the straight. Can't quite get the run he needs. He's going to fall back to third almost. Alec Brown's making a challenge for second. Your first lap goes to Turcotte. Brown strong in second, looks to reel in the leader. Lap two also gonna go to Turcotte. He's got that Honda flying. This class can be all luck of the draw too. Sometimes you gotta start out back, not a lot of time to get to the front. To the high side, Alec Brown. Pushes up just a whisker, but still gets a good run out of two. He's side by side for the lead into three. Can't quite make it work. Turcotte gonna keep the lead. Brown making another run down the back. Turcotte just holding a strong line. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. Turcotte pushes up. Meservey, he's coming in. Meservey in the curb, trying to hook a tire, pull him around the track like a slot car. Side by side for second, Brown and Meservey. New second place car. Looks like we're gonna have a third car challenging, the 79 car, Ken Turner. Turner up to third, Brown back to fourth. Meservey gonna go to work on the leader, Jeff Turcotte. Turcotte looking to lead wire to wire. We're halfway through. 8 down, 7 to go. Somebody's starting to break down. Some spitting and sputtering. Fastest car out there right now looks like the 79. He's looking low down the front stretch. Backs out of it wisely. Brown making another challenge to the outside. Turner ain't backing out this time. He's up to the door. We got some contact. 57 comes down into the 79. The 79 backs out. Brown looking to make another charge up the outside. He's not giving up. Four laps to go for Jeff Turcotte. Does anyone have enough to make a challenge here? Brown making some ground up the high side. Turner keeps looking low, keeps having to back out. We're 3 wide down the front stretch. Oh, the 79 says, I'm sick and tired of lifting. I'm leaving it in this time. The 57 goes around out of third place. Up front now, we got the 54 and the 39A. The 54 throws a big block. Brown with the cross. How he was chopping, have some blockage. The 54 goes from the top all the way to the bottom, putting the block on the 39 and sends him through the grass. And he has a mirror in that car, that's for sure, and he was using it. He's going to take the white flag. Second now goes to the 88 PB of Brody Badeau. Third now goes to Donnie Fletcher. Turner, he's looking down low into 3. Turner in the grass. Some contact side by side at the line. Give it to Fletcher. Your winner, Jeff Turcotte. Second place, Brody Badeau. Third, Donnie Fletcher. Third place in the TNL Automotive Roadrunner Class in the TNL Automotive number 88 machine. We got Donnie Fletcher. Tell us, man. You're running 5th, 6th, just biding your time. But come down the last couple laps, you were right where you needed to be to get third, dude.
Yeah, it was rough, but I got there. I mean, yeah, I'd like to thank you and Larry and Randy and my old lady. But, yep.
Definitely, man. Hey, it's not always how you get there. Sometimes you just got to get there, dude. Congrats on your first podium, man. Proud of you. All right, man. What do you think? You're running probably 3rd, 4th, 5th most of that race. It started to get wild up front. You're still a 2nd place and did a pretty stellar burnout back there. How'd the race go for you, kid?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got anybody you want to thank on this rig here?
I'd like to thank my dad, my sponsors, and everyone for coming, and R&B Race Chassis.
Oh, Brody Badeau in the 88 PB. He gives away 2nd place. And your winner, out of New Hampshire, the 54, Jeff Turcotte. I see some pretty good blocks in my day, but, man, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get it done, and you did exactly what you had to do to get it done, man. Congrats on your win. Who do you got to thank on this rig here?
I want to thank Kraus Towing, my wife, my brother-in-law, all our friends that are up here helping. This is our first win this season. Couldn't ask for more. Being at a new speedway, never racing here, it was an awesome time. We'll definitely be back.
Well, tell us, man, what do you think of the actual track? Is it nice and fast? Faster than what you got in New Hampshire?
It's a little bit different. We got longer straightaways. It's definitely a lot different. The car was definitely way better to handle here than Lee.
All right, well, there you go. There's your winner in the TNL Automotive Roadrunners, Jeff Turcotte. I don't know how Audette managed to sneak the pole chip, but he managed to. Audette gonna steal the lead early. A little bit of contact with the 813. He's struggling to the back. Ever since he wrecked that thing, it's really not quite getting up to speed the way it used to. Oh, Cook's around. We got a car around in 3 and 4. The yellow's gonna wave. Green flag's out. Audette and Weber off into turn 1. Audette with the advantage out of 2. He's back in familiar territory, leading a Thunder 4 race. Pretty much anything with a 4-cylinder. Zach's probably up front. 3 wide out back. Golding comes out with the advantage there. Golding, a long-time competitor in this division. Joslin running third. Ricky Austin running fourth. Audette sliding his way through 1 and 2 like always. Don't know what it is with that car. He don't know what it is with that car, but it always just seems to slide around. Don't matter as long as it's fast. Weber using every inch of the front stretch. But when you ain't got a lot of horsepower, sometimes you got to use momentum, keep the wheel pointed straight. Jocelyn making some ground. He's getting up to speed in this division. He's going to be a factor before he's done.
Yeah, Gunner trying to pick up his first podium finish of the season. He ended up 5th in points at the end of the point season, but looking for his first podium this afternoon.
Definitely 2 different lines coming out of 4 between the 7 and the 37. One of them's in about the 4th groove, one of them's in the 1st groove. The problem with like Weber running that line is sometimes if the car is tight and you do that, like right there, it just chews that right front tire right off and you start to really overheat it. And the harder you get that tire, the less it's going to work and you just cost yourself. A little bit of smoke out of the 42. Looks like it might just be a little bit of a tire rub. Up front, still Zach Audette. He has the fastest lap of the race with an 18.214. He said last week he took that car over to Bangor. He set the track record there. Won both races in the same day. He definitely has that machine figured out. Rumor has it he's building an Outlaw Mini. He's going to come back and play with them boys next year. Halfway done. 10 down, 10 to go. Mr. Excitement, Zach Audette. The battle for 6th is heating up. Doug Churchill, John Anderson. Churchill in the old Corolla.
Yeah, Doug actually started his season here and then ran quite a few races down at Star Speedway this year and Lee a little bit, and then his first time back since, I believe, May this year.
Them guys, they just enjoy racing. They'll straight up tell you they don't need to win, they don't need to go dominate. They just like turning laps. They just like racing and improving themselves. For a while, they were running the infield crew with their wrecker service. Now they're sticking to driving. Up front, still all Zach Audette. Kind of makes me want to build another one just so I can go take them on. See if I can relive my glory days, Thunder 4 racing. Zach coming up to lap traffic. He's going to go under Churchill in 3. He's going to be plenty clear out of 4. As he takes off 5 laps to go signal from Nate Sennett. He's got a very healthy lead now over 2nd place Shane Weber, who has a very healthy lead over Gunnar Joslin in 3rd. And he has a very healthy lead over Ricky Austin in 4th. The gap from 1st to 4th right now, exactly half a track. Probably about 9.5 seconds. Zach going through some more lap traffic. Three laps to go. Zach Audette. I don't know how many wins he's got in 4-cylinder Acura Integras, but I bet it's closing in on triple digits here. He's done it everywhere. It's not just here. 2 2 laps to go. Everybody's staying right in line. Zach Audette takes the white flag. 3/4 of a lap left for him to get win number 7. Ooh, Ricky Austin, a little squirrely out of 4. He keeps it straight. But out of turn 4, Zach Audette takes another victory. Second place going to go to Shane Weber. Third looks like it's going to go to Gunnar Joslin. Everyone loves some reverse burnouts. Front-wheel drive, they kind of can't do it going forward. Not unless you put some pans underneath the rear tires to lock the e-brake. Gunnar hops out. Is this your first podium here? It is. Oh, congrats, man. It's a good time to do it, Fall Fury. Yeah. You got this car going pretty good now. You know, top 5 in points, get your first podium. Things looking pretty good for next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to Shane Weber for getting me back into racing and everything. His wife, Michaela, my girlfriend, Katie, Zach Audette for helping me throughout the year, and David Cook, everybody that's made it possible for me to get here, so I really appreciate it.
Well, definitely, man. It's good to see you back in a race car. I know you raced, what, probably 10, 12 years ago over at Oxford, and now you're over here playing with us here, man. You gotta, what's it like racing here versus there?
It's different, for sure, yeah. Big shout out to Richard and Vanessa for putting it on for everybody, making this possible, so.
All right, that was Gunnar Joslin, your third place finisher. Second place, all right, no stranger to victory lane, Shane Weber in this 7 car, your champion in the Thunder Force. Shane, you got another second place finish here. Tell us, how was the race? You know, you and Zach get to start front row, get to have a good battle, but still just gonna get a little more to catch that machine.
I didn't have no good tires. Some old tires from the year. I threw on the best one I had, and I never used it, so something to try out. I mean, he's fast. Nothing. I had nothing for him. I had mowed him out, ripped apart, kind of. After my burnouts a couple weeks ago, she looked horrendous. Like, she's not the same old girl she was this season. So.
Yeah, they don't always like just getting turned up and doing burnouts, but sometimes you just gotta celebrate, dude.
I did get a couple wins over to Groveton this past weekend, so it did hold up for one more week. But she'll be back out for October 16th over Oxford, but we'll see her from there.
All righty, Shane. You got any family and sponsors you got to thank with this?
Oh, my wife for putting up with all season, Village Market, Carson Trucking, WTF Truck Construction, Main Timber Mats, Maple Hill Farms. Thanks for the fans for sticking around. That's about it.
All righty, there's Shane Weber, your second place finisher. No stranger to holding this checkered flag here. Zach Audette, win number 7, dude. What was it like?
I don't know. I wish Shane could have had a little more, but it is what it is.
I think he wishes you had a little less.
Yeah. Congrats to Shane on the championship this year. You earned it. I want to thank my wife, my entire crew, Sweats Concrete, my brother, he's here every week. I don't know, just everybody. I mean, it's been a good year. I can't wait to be back in an Outlaw next year.
All right, you're going to step back up, show the big boys how it's done. That's Zach Audette, win number 7, Thunder Fours. That's a wrap for their season.
Lead pair pull away a little bit from the Emersons on row 2. Caleb Emerson Maines in the 4, Jonathan Emerson in the 23. Brown with a little room on the outside will outrace Glenn to turn 3 and take over the lead. Glenn back to 2nd. Emerson Maines 3rd. Side by side for 4th. Brady Romano has had a pretty good season in that 78, but still looking for his first podium. He's got Jonathan Emerson to his outside. This has been Josh St. Clair's division. We've had 5 different feature winners this year, and Josh himself, along the way to the championship, picked up 5 feature wins in that number 51. Definitely not the whole story when it comes to Josh St. Clair. Not only did he win the championship in 5 races in this class, overall 14 wins this year among 4 different divisions and 2 championships. Josh is going to swing it up 3 wide. Take a look on the outside of Jonathan Emerson as he's mired back in traffic. Dan Brown starting to pull away from the pack.
Expressway.
3 wide in the back of the pack. Josh finally trying to step out and make something happen out there as they're a half a straightaway behind the race leader. Dan Brown trying to pick up his first win in a couple years, and he is making easy work of this one and running away from the rest of the pack. Ashton Burgess now in the clear into second. Andrew Glenn with a nice run going into 57, holds down third, but still pack of heavy hitters behind him with Zach Emerson in the 23. Nobody willing to step out of line yet to try the outside. Brady Romano lost a little bit of grip in the 78 and falls back a couple spots. Now Wade Kennedy jumps outside in the 00. These guys normally run 25-lap races, 20 on the docket today, so a little less time to make something happen and allow that lap traffic to kind of spread out a little bit. Josh St. Clair now in the clear on the outside. The champ working his way around the 57 and into third. Still a good battle from 4th position back. Zach Emerson now out in the clear in the 4th position. Brings Wade Kennedy with him to 2nd. Andrew Glenn now caught on the outside. And he's going to get freight trained. Is Drost able to get by? Keith Drost now up to 6th. Glenn shuffled outside the top 5 now and still going backwards. The 57 has dropped anchor. Close call there for the 4th position. Emerson's got it. Wade Kennedy looked down low, now swings up to the top side. Couple champions going wheel to wheel for 4th. Emerson, a 2-time champ here at Wiscasset. We mentioned Kennedy as last year's Wildcat champion at Beech Ridge. Fastest car on the track right now is that 3rd place car of Josh St. Clair. 0.3 faster than Burgess last time. Dan Brown with such a big lead, he really doesn't have to force the issue too much. This time by 2 laps to go. White flag, 1 more lap to go for Dan Brown. Josh still eating into that interval for 2nd, but may run out of time. Up front, final time out of turn 4. Checkered flag is up. Dan Brown will take the win. Brown gets the win. Ashton Burgess holds on for second. The champ, Josh St. Clair, finishes in third. I don't think Josh had the chance to do this back when he secured the championship, so in typical St. Clair fashion, he'll throw his signature down on the front stretch. Let's send things trackside. Logan's got your top three down there with the Portland Glass Strictly Streets.
All right, Josh St. Clair, he's got plenty of practice climbing out of cars down at this place. He got 14s win this year. I don't know how many top threes he got. It was like 25, 30, man. Championship in the street stocks again. Tell us, dude, if you could have started up front and not have to work right through the whole pack, you think you would have had something for Dan?
I think so. The car is pretty good right now. I think it's good every weekend, but yeah, it's been an incredible year again. I don't know how I can do better next year, but I said that last time. So I don't know. Just go out and drive, have fun, and wins seem to come right now. So I'll take it. Every good run comes to an end at some point, so I'll take it while I can. I got to thank my grandfather, my wife, my father, my mother, my Auntie Barb. I'm trying to think of who else come with us over there today. Sam, Dylan, my spotter, he's the man, and all the guys that come and help every other week. It's been fun racing with these guys, but I think next year I'm switching over to the Pro Stock and Super Street Majority and see what we can do with them classes.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Still going to run the Pro Stock today?
Yes.
All right, well, definitely. Good luck. We'll see you out there. There's your third place finisher, Josh St. Clair. Second place, once again, Ashton Burgess. She's starting to become a regular here in Victory Lane. Still can't quite steal your first win yet, but still top three is not bad. Tell us, dude, how was that race for you?
Yeah, had to start a little farther back than Dan there and just didn't have enough in 20 laps to catch him. Had a really close call going into one time, almost lost it, and Josh was coming, so I just decided to ride and take second. Don't like being first place loser, but I think next year we'll definitely be contending for wins more often. But yeah, it was fun. Just overall, really excited how this year went. Wish we could have got a win, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man, rookie season, you get a couple trophies, no wins, but still, it's not a bad rookie season, rookie of the year. You got this car from the first time I saw it this year to where it is now. It's night and day, a lot faster. You're a lot faster. You're progressing fast, kid. All right, dude, what do you got for sponsors and people you got to thank out in the pits?
Yeah, first of all, I got to thank all the crew. My dad over there, he's the one that really has made this thing start to come to life. Got to thank JT Race Cars, Integrity Pest Solutions, Jeff Burgess at BRF Race Bodies and Chassis, Nana Funny Farm, Tom's Treasures, Asian Cafe Hydraulic Solutions, Harriman Bros, KP Duplessis and Sons, Brent Chase. He's let us use his truck and trailer all year. Can't thank him enough. Team Huff Customs and Cuff. I don't think he's here today, but he's made this thing look really good. And just Wiscasset Speedway, all the fans, Richard, Vanessa. Wouldn't be able to do without everybody.
All right. There's your second place finisher, Ashton Burgess. He can rattle them sponsors and people off faster than I ever could, man. That was impressive. Your winner up here, getting the good pictures taken. Dan Brown. Got to start second, get the lead early, and just start checking out. The only thing I think even had a close call was coming out of turn 4 and like lap 4 or 5. You got it pretty sideways, but you reeled it in, man. You sealed the deal, got the win, big lead. Tell us, dude, what made this thing do what it did today?
Well, I actually worked on it, so that helped. I showed up at the shootout, and it blew up last year, so I just showed up, put my motor in it, and I never touched the car, and that was my own mistake. So I worked on it this week and came back, and it's better now.
Yeah, you taking some time off the modify, getting the old street stock going. Tell us, I mean, big win in Spud. Does this kind of compare, Fall Fury street stock win versus the past mods at Spud?
Any wins is comparable. I don't care. I mean,
that's a good answer, man.
Yeah, I'll take any I can get.
All right, dude. Well, what do you got for sponsors on this rig, and what do you got for people?
Well, I mean, my people, my girlfriend, my daughter, Callie and Michael, my spotter Benji, Mark Simon, which I drive his mod, and now I'm driving his mod here next. So all them guys that helped me, just can't thank them enough.
All righty, this is Dan Brown. He's your feature winner in the street stocks. Got to get him down in the modified so we can get ready. That green flag's out. Bachelor leads him into one. A little antsy on the gas, but Nate's letting him go and battle it out. Oh, scratch that. Yellow's waving. As Bachelor's going through the grass. Don't do that, dude. You just bought it. Gigantic gap to the pace car. He's out of the way. Green flag waves. We're going green this time. Dinsmore and Frazier off into one. We'll let look into the high side early. He knows he's got to make things happen early on. He's already passing for second, 3 wide. Kimball on the low side. A little bit of a hairy moment with them in Dinsmore, but they keep it all together. The battle right now for second, we'll let Kimball. This lap, give it to Kimball. Frazier's loving this. He wants them guys to stay battling this entire time. Right now, the 16, he's playing the low line already, playing defense. Come on, buddy, use the whole track. No one's behind you right now. Well, that falls in line behind Kimball. Doesn't want to torch those tires early. Let him stay a little cool. Buy your time. Fastest car so far has been Ian Frazier with a 17.21. Lewis Batchelder's trying to join the party. Looking high again is Kyle Willett, the purple people leader. Can't quite make it stick into 3. He's going to fall back to the low side. Frazier keeps his lead right around a second. Willett going to try Kimball again. He knows the only way by is probably going to be the high side. Willett using all of the front stretch. You get these front wheel drives, they get tight. Sometimes it is the best thing just to use the whole track. Make a big, big circle, just keep the momentum. Willett up high again, gonna shoot down, try for the crossover. Not quite there. Frazier's lead sticks right about 0.985 seconds. 11 laps to go. Ooh, the piggy flag's being waved at the 12. No driver ever wants that pointed at them, but it's here for a reason. It means you're hogging up the track. You got to pick one line. They're halfway done this time. Ian Frazier. They caught him by a few tenths there. You're halfway home, dude. Just keep her cool, keep her smooth. Well, that looking high again into 1. Hasn't worked yet. See if it works this time. Kimball just gets too strong of a run on the exit. Eight laps remain. Down to a half a second to the leader. Batchelder still right there in 4th, ready to pounce. We'll add up to the side again. Frazier starting to get tight through 3 and 4. What was once a 1 second lead is down to 3 tenths. They're catching him quick. That's the issue running that low line like that. You put a lot of strain on the right front. The second place car has officially caught the leader. Half a car length back. 3rd place right on his tail. 5 to go at the line. Frazier's led wire to wire so far. He's looking to hold on for his first win. The champ, Kyle Willett, up the high side. He gets a run this time. They're side by side into 3. Kimball with a good run out of 4. 4 laps to go for Ian Frazier. He builds a lead back up again as second and third start to duke it out. Don't think Dinsmore is going to be a factor in this as the lap car. Oh, Frazier gets a little squirrely out of 4. Good save, buddy. 3 laps to go, man. You can do it. Willett has to succeed. Let Kimball take over in second by himself again. 2 laps remain. Ian Frazier, half a second lead, buddy. 2 laps to go. Nice and smooth. Make them pass you. Don't give it to them. Dinsmore definitely shouldn't be a factor. Frazier up high on the track. Gets a big run out of 4. White flags in the air. Willett with another try to the outside. Kimball gets squirrely out of 2. Let's Willett get side by side down the backstretch. Through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Frazier's going to come back for his first win. Second going to go to Kimball. Third, Kyle Willett.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Frazier hopping out with the win. Got the car here quicker than you did, buddy. But, hey, you first win, take it all in. How you feeling right now? Quite a race right there.
Exciting. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Consumer Fuel, Duval's Auto Service, Route 52 Automotive, Nautilus, and Sluden Cafe. And I got to thank my crew for all the hard work we've done, and my daughter and my parents and everybody back in the pits. Thank you very much.
All right. Hey, talk about that race in the closing laps. Those that started getting a little bigger in the rearview mirror, didn't they?
Yeah, I did. I was pushing a little too hard and started getting a little loose, and I had to just gather it back up.
I know you've been working real hard. You've had your ups and downs the last half of last year and all of this year, too. How's it feel to finally put it all together and bring it to P1 today?
Oh, it feels so good. All the hard work's paid off.
Absolutely. Folks, give him a nice round of applause. Ian Frazier, first-time winner today. And these 2 guys, no stranger to victory lane. Jason Kimball bringing it back here for a second-place finish this afternoon. Nothing for the leader, but you and Kyle had a great race out there.
Yes, it was a very good race, and I just told him I hope I didn't run him too wide. Kyle was a little tight getting off the corner, so try to give everybody the same room.
On a day like today, what's the grip like out there? I know sometimes you like a little cooler track, but this might be a little extreme.
Oh, I like the cool weather. It's very nice.
Who are you thanking on this runner-up finish today?
Oh, I got to thank all my sponsors, Greeley's, Goggins IGA, A Better Lawn Care, The Sign Store, Fowler's Roofing, Gill's Auto Body, Coconut Generator, McNaughton Construction. They all make it happen.
All right, great job. Jason Kimball bringing it home as your runner-up. And the champ brings it home here in third place, Kyle Willett. Kyle, man, you paid for all the racetrack today. You used as much of it as you could get to get it here to victory lane.
Yeah, I actually right around lap 15, I lost all like full throttle. I only had about 3/4 throttle, and then eventually lap 20, I was hanging right on full throttle all the way on the outside, so I had to use every little bit of real estate I could.
Who are we thanking on this run today and your championship season?
My crew, my family, everybody that helps in the background. I love them all. The fans, thank you guys.
All right, Kyle Willett, your third place finisher today. Jason Kimball second, and Ian Frazier, first-time winner this afternoon for the Outlaw Minis.
Green flag waves. Brown and Ripley into 1. Give it to Ripley out of 2. He looks to check out. Man, Ripley and Chadbourne, they don't like to share the checkered flags. Looks like today Ryan ain't going to want to share it again. Trask up to third. Nick Reno already back up to fifth. It's good to see his boy get a third place finish earlier today. Reno looking to the top. That was the car driven by Alan Moeller most of the season. Got a feature win once. Oh, little contact between the 7 and 55. They keep it straight. Nick, no stranger to these modifieds. Scott Trask looking to get another trophy. Impressive rookie campaign in that modified. Ryan Ripley starting to check out. Dan Brown sitting comfortably in second. Nick Reno, the man on the move. On the high side of Scott Trask for third. He gets squarely. Reno still on the high side for third. Fastest lap of this race is going to go to Ryan Ripley with a 16.003. Oh, Reno's going to go around. Yellow flag is going to wave.
Yeah, second caution of the day for this time for Nick Reno. Some contact with the number 99.
Man, that 09 car is like a rocket getting shot out of a cannon right on these restarts. He's already up to half a straight. Doug Phillips slow on the high side. He's going to put Nick Reno back to fourth, Trask up to fifth. So Wayne Witten told on to third now. He's picked up a lot of speed since the beginning of the season. Nick Reno looking back on the high side for third. Can't make it happen yet. He's going to leave it out there, get some momentum built up. He'll bring it almost even down the front stretch. A big run out of two. Reno with just barely a nose ahead into three. Nick definitely likes this loose style race car more than Alan and his father Steve probably do. That thing gets a little twitch and it's like he welcomes it. Halfway this time by for Ryan Ripley. Witten looking low on Dan Brown now for second. Oh, a little more contact between the 7 and the 55. They keep them pointing straight. Reno's going to clear for third. Gives Dan Brown some serious breathing room. 10 laps to go at the line for Ripley. He is still just about the fastest car out there. He's probably just in cruise control now. The battle is for third between the 7, the 55, and the 99. 7 looks like it's a little off the pace. Looks like there's a flat left rear on the 7 car. Not flat, it's going down. Yup, there it goes. We got a flat left front. Probably from the contact with the 55. That's going to end the campaign for Nick Reno in the 7 machine. Ryan Ripley cruising in the lead. Dan Brown in second now has a huge advantage over third place Wayne Witten. Scott Trask right on the bumper looking to get another trophy. 6 more circuits for the modifieds. The battle still for third. Trask and Witten. Trask gets right up to the bumper, can't make it work, has to back out. But this race is still all 09, Ryan Ripley. Seems like wherever they unload a modified, they're going to be a factor. Today is no different. Trask looking to the high side. Nothing there. Brings it back down for the crossover. Still nothing there. Coming to the line, we'll have 2 laps to go for Ryan Ripley. Dan Brown had to gain almost a 1.5 seconds a lap to catch him. A battle still for third. Scott Trask, Wayne Witten. Can Scott make a run on him? He looks slow, has to back out. White flags waving. 1 more lap to get it done. Can Scott get him? Big run out of 2 for Witten. Trask looks to the high side, can't make nothing work. Tries to look low and it's just not there.
Ryan Ripley lands the dismount, and we'll bring the checkers back around to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. And let's send things trackside once again. Logan's got your top 3 here in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane.
All right, Wayne Witten, top 3, dude. You had a good battle going there, you and Nick. You were starting to fight for second. Nick got up to your bumper. He gave you a little bit of contact. He lost a tire, but man, awesome job keeping it off of him, not hitting him, making anything worse than it had to be. He's still pulling away a top 3, dude. That was a good job.
Thank you very much. I can't thank my crew enough for the whole season of all their hard work and effort. Thanks to the Jordans for an awesome place to race and all the fans for coming out on such a cold day. And that's that. We'll see you all next year.
All righty, nice and short and sweet. Wayne Witten Jr. coming out with a strong top 3 finish in the 55 machine. Second place in the 1X, not Brandon Varney. No, some guy looks like I just talked to a minute ago. Dan Brown, second top 3 on the day. This one's not a win, but a second place in the mod. You have to fight for it for a second there, but you still at the end had a pretty big advantage. Tell me, how was that?
Oh, I mean, I hadn't sat in the car for 2 years now, and the owner, Mark Simons, here to turn some laps, and he drew the pole, and he's like, I'm going to put you in it. So I'm like, all right, here I am.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. When the guy's got the pole, he's like, hey, you want to start on the pole for the modified race today? You just going to say, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why not, right?
All right, man. I don't know if these are your sponsors or his sponsors, but you want to at least read them off the car?
Well, I mean, they're not. These are Brandon Varney's. This is his backup car, which is owned by Mark Simon, who I drive for as well. So I'm not going to rattle them off. That's for his, victory. But just thanks, Mark Simon, for everything he's done for me this year.
All right, well, definitely. Well, there's Dan Brown, your second place finish in the modifieds. Car that seems to be up front here in Victory Lane more often than it's not. Ryan Ripley, dude. What is this, number 6 on the year for you in this thing?
Yes, it is. We've lost a couple by about a foot, but it's number 6 officially.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh, there goes your sign. You never want to give him back. He's definitely want to always get more, but tell us, how was today? You got start up front, and this thing was an absolute rocket ship on restarts. Like, you just take right off. By the time you hit one, you had a 2-car length lead, dude. This thing was on fire.
Yeah, this thing's Old Faithful. We call it the Ugly Duckling, but it still goes just as good every week. It's just the most consistent car I've ever seen. I mean, car's won 100 feature wins over the years, so
Yeah, it definitely isn't the prettiest thing, but you know what? The prettiest car is the one with the checkered flag hanging out of it, isn't it?
They all look good with the checkered flag hanging out of it.
All right, man. Well, you definitely got to have some sponsors and some crew back there. I know your crew's definitely not just small.
Oh yeah, I got my aunt and uncle Deb and Darren. They make all this possible. Kelsey, my grandparents, Cy, Wayne, my dad, sister, mom. I got Horizon, Macklin Builders, Keats. Oh, Williams Greenery, LLP, Wishful Thinking, Tugboat, yep, at Overlock. Williams Greenery, what else is there? There's a few I'm missing. Wishful. Yep, my grandparents' anniversary, 62 years. Yep. But, yeah, I'm missing a few. But Scott Delano's not with us. Wayne Delano's always helping us in the pits. Jordan Luce. Me and the concrete pumping. That's, yeah. I can't forget them.
Dad, make sure you don't forget it.
Yeah, you won't let me forget that one. But, no, just a lot of people make this possible.
All righty, man. Well, definitely a good showing of you again. Good clean race, good hard race. Win number 6, man.
Yeah, my favorite photographer here, too.
Oh, nobody can ever forget Peter Taylor. He's everyone's favorite. All right, that's going to do it for your modifieds. Ryan Ripley, your winner. Second place, Dan Brown. Third, Wayne Witten Jr.
Ready to light the fuse on this one. Pace car taking the turn in. Here we go. Last year in Fall Fury, Josh St. Clair set a track record of 14.58 seconds around this track, and he is leading the charge this time by with Kevin Douglas in tow.
I think we're in store for a battle between that 14 and that 18 car. Douglas was fastest in practice. St. Clair got track position now. Let's see how this unfolds.
Kevin Douglas applying the pressure already. Good heads-up battle between two of the top drivers in the division. Douglas with a fast lap of 14.94 seconds. That's a 90-mile-per-hour average around this track. Looking on the outside onto the front stretch.
Tell you what, it's different to watch these guys from up here, not being out there with them.
As expected, Josh holding that low side. He's going to make Kevin Douglas earn it on the high side.
I don't know how he does, but Kevin can get some monstrous runs on that exit. He comes out of the corner, that thing just plants and drives.
Pulls a fender up alongside as they dive down into turn 3.
One of them two's off the chip.
Even up down the back chute. Douglas backs out of it just a little bit to gather it to head into turn 3 and 4. Margin 21/100ths of a second at the line that time. Douglas with a good charge on the outside. Heads up, wheel to wheel out of turn 4. Douglas sideways. In the lead, 83/100ths, and continues to work the outside. Little bit of contact into turn 4.
Josh is trying. It's just getting a little snug down there.
Josh drives it in deep. Again, contact in turn 4. This pair has had some great battles all season long. Last year as well. Again, Josh drives it in deep and tries to lean on him. trying to make Douglas use up his stuff, but Kevin with a good charge out of turn 2 that time. Can't quite clear him. This time finishes the pass. Kevin looking for win number 7, which would tie him with Zach Audette for track high. Charlie Colby all alone in the 3rd spot, uncontested. They'll hit the halfway marker this time by the stripe. Halfway down, 15 to go. These guys normally run 40 lap features, 30 today. Miller Buzzle in the 18 with a good race against Daniel Harding. Couple youngsters showing good promise to years to come in this pro stock division. Now Kevin Douglas starting to get into some lap traffic, working by the 28 of Adam Chadbourne, and some side-by-side racing less than a straightaway ahead. Working the passing flag, that's assistant starter Larry Arsenault. Daniel Harding up another spot into 5th. Lap traffic single file ahead, although Shane Lane gets sideways in the 0-2 on the backstretch, kind of bunched things up a bit. Douglas will work the outside. Daniel Harding looking outside of Zach Bowie. Pulls out double wide in front of the race leader, and some trouble for Shane Lane once again.
He had a little bit of assistance on that one. 18 drove in real deep, gave him just a little bit of a kiss on the backside. Around goes Shane.
Daniel Harding working on 4th with the leader right behind him. Fortunately, Douglas has got some breathing room back there, a half straightaway advantage over Josh St. Clair.
Waited for the leader to get right behind and then set to the high side.
Harding working hard to try to get around Bowie, and Douglas has to show a good amount of patience while these two work it out in front of him. Daniel Harding now up into 4th. That interval starting to close up now. Josh St. Clair back within striking distance. Daniel Harding kind of caught out there in no man's land. Now St. Clair has caught the leader. Leaders side by side. Douglas wants to go. Harding gets sideways right in front of the leaders. And now Josh St. Clair is back in the lead with 2 to go. St. Clair and Douglas, 1 lap to go, 3/8 of a mile. Douglas gets turned and coming out of turn 4. We will finish under caution and checkers.
Boy, I'm glad I'm not the race director right now.
Been a relatively calm day all day, and the final lap of the afternoon provides the most excitement. That one was developing over the last 5 laps of the race with a couple cars racing for position right in front of the leader, Douglas.
It stinks because they got the passing flag starting to wave at him. He said, oh, that means I get to start to pass. And then he just held him up for quite a few laps.
All right, Logan's going to head down to victory lane for one more time, and certainly a crazy finish to this race for the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks.
Charlie Colby coming back to race a Pro Stock, and he's going to climb out of this car, your feature winner at Fall Fury. Hey, have a water, man. All right, Charlie, so you run third about that entire race. You come to about 2 to go, and you see the leaders tangle up and get spun. And then you take the checker flag. They say, hey, guess what? You just won the race, man. What'd that feel like? How's that?
I seen him banging. I just wish I could have got a restart to get up to him because this thing was on a rocket today. I think I had something for both of them if I had a restart. This thing was right on. I want to thank Chuck Colby and Tiger Colby for bringing this in victory lane and distant racing.
Hey, man, that's a good job for you. You got any other sponsors on this rig you got to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Colby's Auto Center and Tire. I couldn't do it without my own garage, so I sponsor myself, so that's the way it goes.
Hey, man, I know the feeling. I do the exact same thing. Sometimes you got to be your own biggest supporter, right?
That's right. That's it.
All right, is that all you got for us, Charlie? All right, your final feature winner on the season, Charlie Colby. What's going on, kid? Welcome to Victory Lane here at Wisconsin Speedway. Your first podium run comes at Fall Fury. Tell us, dude, you won the whole race. You're just running clean, minding your own business, biding your time, and now here you are, second place finisher, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we did today, and we just kind of rode it out, and you know, we got lucky. A couple cars spun, and so we were where we needed to be. Feel bad for getting into the O2. That wasn't intentional. He checked up, and I was just driving in too deep, just trying to get a position on him. So I apologize for that, but it was overall a pretty good day. It was the first top 3 I've gotten here, so.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to be lucky better than being good. I'll take some luck over good sometimes. Tell us, dude, you got to have, it's pretty blank right now. We had pretty big cash at the Boss Hogs, but you got to have some sponsors, some family you got to thank on this rig.
Yeah, for sure. My grandparents, Dale Shaw Race Cars, for sure. He's helped a lot. Higgins Electrical, Consolidated, just all the family that helps, all the family and friends, Jacket Trades. So without them, we couldn't be here for sure. So.
All right, so there's Miller Buzzley, your second place finisher, Fall Fury. Hey, there you are, kid. All right, here you are. You're running 5th place. You're just kind of minding your own business, riding around back there, your first Pro Stock start. The checker flag falls, and now you're in 3rd. You're hiding out in the pits, have to come back out and find us, man. How was that race for you?
Well, that was a big turn of events.
Just a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me right now, you going to give it back?
No.
I don't blame you, man. All right, dude, you got to have some sponsors on this thing. I know your dad's right here. You got to have somebody to thank.
Burgess Racing Fabrication, Jeff, Austin, Kevin the Carburetor Guy, Jeff and Libby from Yogi Bear Campground in Madison, and Nick Jenkins, Nick Reno for tires, and yeah.
Man, we're going to have to give this kid a sheet. All right, there's Daniel Harding. He's going to round out your top 3 in the Pro Stocks, and that's going to do it for Wisconsin Speedway this season.
All right, thank you very much, Logan Melcher. Congrats to our top 3 down there in Victory Lane. We'll have all our official finishes posted later on, but as Logan said, that'll do it for our feature action this afternoon. We're going to take a little break and get things cleaned up, get the pit closed up, and we'll have our race teams and staff gather in a little while here for our season-ending cookout and awards presentations. We got the Crooked Cabin Band here ready to go, and we want to thank you fans for doing your part to pack this place every week here at Wisconsin Speedway. And don't forget to keep an eye out for things for next year. April 22nd will be opening day. But look for us on some stuff going on throughout the off-season, including our next event, which will be the Trick or Trunk here on October 30th. That's Sunday, October 30th from 4 to 6 p.m. Free to the public. Come on down and have some fun. Bring your costume, load up the car with some treats, and join us for an afternoon of fun with that. And keep an eye on the website, WisconsinSpeedway.com, for all the details on what's happening here throughout the off-season. One more time, on behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan and the entire staff, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your off-season, and we will see you next time. On behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan, myself, Ken Minot, and the entire crew here at Wiscasset Speedway, thank you guys for an absolutely awesome 2022 season. First of all, give yourselves all a nice round of applause for a great season. No rainouts, which is always a good thing, and great racing from top to bottom by everybody. So thank you guys very much. So we'll be giving away some specialty awards first, and then we'll be getting into the point awards for our top 3 in each division. I want to give a big thank you to our entire crew here at Wiscasset Speedway. It takes a lot of people to help make this place go. I wish I could name everyone individually, but you guys as a team are the best in the business. We appreciate all your hard work and the time that you give up to make this place work. Thank you as well to the Alna Fire Department, Wiscasset EMS, and police departments for their contributions when needed. One other group we couldn't do this without is our sponsors. We encourage you all the time to keep note of the sponsors on the billboards, the race sponsors, and all the folks that put the money into this place to help it run as well. So thank you to our sponsors, and we encourage you as always to support those businesses. Now to some special awards here. We'll get right to it. First of all is our Volunteer of the Year award. This is a staff award here at Wiscasset Speedway. And as I said, we wish we could name everybody individually for all the hard work that they do here. But every year we like to single out one particular person or people that give a little bit extra every year and do whatever they can beyond their own job to help make this place work. So the 2022 Volunteer of the Year for Wiscasset Speedway is Roland Abbott. Roland has worked the back wall for many years in different roles and is, I guess, ever since this place opened, but he's come and gone and done a great work with us and took on the role this year to help manage the infield crew, and that's a task in itself right there. So we appreciate all your hard work, Roland. Congratulations.
Didn't expect this.
Next is... Next is our Promoters Award, and this is an award that I'm happy to select myself as the promoter of Wiscasset Speedway, and again goes to an individual or people, whether it be drivers, staff, anybody that goes above and beyond the call of duty to help get the word out about this racetrack and help promote it in the best possible light. So I actually have 2 winners of this award this year, and these are 2 people that came on board and made my job that much easier and that much better, and all the things that we were able to do to get the word out about Wiscasset Speedway. So one of the award winners for the Promoters Award this year is this lady right here, Amy Worry, our media rep and social media rep. Thank you very much, Amy, for all your hard work. Congratulations. And our second Promoters Award winner is another person that came on board this year and just helped us bring it to the next level as far as the presentation here at Wiscasset Speedway. So unfortunately not here today, but I want to give him his recognition, the Promoters Award going to my co-announcer, Nick Huff. Now to some division specialty awards. No, actually I got one more special award to give. I'm going to let you guys take that and open that up. I've tried before. They won't make one for me. We found out some happy but not happy news. Definitely not happy news, but news that one of our guys was going to be leaving us, and it's this guy right here, Peter Taylor. Told us a couple weeks ago that Peter's retiring. I'm happy for your retirement, but brother, we love you and we're going to miss you. Pete has put in 26 years for, photographing here at Wiscasset Speedway, and today is his last day with us. Pete turned 80 just last week, and he's got some fun hobbies he wants to get into. So Pete, a special award just for you. Amy, you want to take a oh, actually. It says, Peter Taylor, track photographer, thank you for all the memories. Pete, we got a case there for that. And thank you very much on behalf of all of us on the staff side, but also all the drivers you photographed over the years. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to get into some specialty awards by division. First of all is our Sportsmanship Award. And sportsmanship plays a big role here at Wiscasset Speedway, so these awards are not given lightly. Our Sportsmanship Award for the Brackets Market 4-Cylinder Pros goes to Josh Hall.
Thank you. Congrats, Sean.
All right, your Sportsmanship Award for the Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis goes to Shane Weber.
Congrats, Shane.
Sportsmanship Award for the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. This is why we call him the squirrel. Right over there to Pete. Well done, brother. Bring your crew chief with you. Sportsmanship Award for the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis goes to Travis Pouliot. I want to give Travis a thanks as well for stepping in as our receiver official this afternoon for Fall Fury. Well done, brother. Sportsmanship Award for the Portland Glass Strictly Streets goes to Scott Eck. I saw Dave lurking around here somewhere, but we'll get that award to Scott. Here I am ripping stuff. Sportsmanship Award for the Market 27 Super Streets goes to Nick Morton. Dave up there giving advice on victory speeches. I don't think he can remember that back far. Well, did I say that out loud? Sorry. He is a former champion.
Say something about him wrecking my car last week.
The Sportsmanship Award for the 88.5 FM Modifieds goes to Brandon Williams.
Thank you.
There you go, brother. Well done.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Nice job.
The Sportsmanship Award for the Wood Pellet Warehouse Late Model Sportsman. Not the first time this guy's won it. It goes to Brent Roy. All right, and finally, the Sportsmanship Award for the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks goes to Scott Chabak. A kinder, gentler Scott Chabak. If you remember back 30 years ago. There you go.
I used to have like Josh.
Hey, shake my hand too. Come on, man. Don't leave me hanging. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, next we move on to our Perseverance Award. We used to call this the Hard Luck Award, but you know, hard luck isn't necessarily something everybody wants, but this award recognizes those who push through the hard luck to try to achieve greatness no matter what they're dealt. So Brackets Market 4-Cylinder Pros, the Perseverance Award goes to Taylor Lane. Perseverance Award for the Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis goes to Chess Williams. Jason Reservi's going to grab him. No, Jason's going to grab it. For the Portland Glass Strictly Streets, your Perseverance Award goes to Landon Tapley. For the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis, Perseverance Award goes to Shane Smith. Good job, Shane. For the 88.5 FM Modifieds, the Perseverance Award goes to Scott Trask. Here he comes. All right, Scott, well done.
Thank you.
For the Wood Pellet Warehouse Lay Model Sportsman, the Perseverance Award goes to Jonathan Emerson. And finally, the Perseverance Award for the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks goes to David Getchell. Here today, okay. What did you do, Dave? There was not one in the pile. The award goes to the entire division. And one from me, too. Now to your Most Improved Driver Award. We've had several good candidates for this award, but we are only able to name one in each class. So the Most Improved Driver for the Brackets Market 4-Cylinder Pros goes to Andy Caherl. Well done, buddy. Appreciate it. For the Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis, the Most Improved Driver is Gunnar Jocelyn.
No, but I'll steal it from him.
Most Improved Driver for the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis is Ian Frazier. Good time to get this as Ian got his first career win today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most Improved Driver for the Portland Glass Strictly Streets goes to Brady Romano. That's a good thing they made this plaque before I was listening to his stories in the food line. He almost talked us out of it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your Most Improved Driver for the Market 27 Super Streets goes to Nicole Benincasa. Your most improved driver for the 88.5 FM Modifieds goes to Wayne Witten Jr.
Thank you so much.
For the Wood Pellet Warehouse Late Model Sportsman, your most improved driver is Jet Decker. And your most improved driver for the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks goes to Nick Calvert. And the last pile of specialty awards is our Rookie of the Year. And this is a points-based award. We had a lot of talented rookies this season. Your Rookie of the Year for the Brackets Market 4-Cylinder Pros is Silas Ripley. And while we got a chance, too, I know we mentioned it earlier, but how about a nice 62nd anniversary, happy anniversary to Doug and Larice Ripley, celebrating 62 years today. Your Rookie of the Year for the Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis goes to Bruce Hall, Jr. Rookie of the Year for the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis goes to Ian Frazier.
A lot of work. Thank you.
For the Portland Glass, there's our flyover. Rookie of the Year for the Portland Glass Strictly Streets goes to Ashton Burgess. Rookie of the Year for the Market 27 Super Streets is Brett Osmond. Your Rookie of the Year for the 88.5 FM Modifieds goes to Brandon Williams. Rookie of the Year for the Wood Pellet Warehouse Late Model Sportsman goes to Jet Decker. And finally, your Rookie of the Year for the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks goes to Stephen Chicoine. All right, I've got 3 more special plaques to give away here, and then we'll get into your points awards. Or actually, no, we're going to do something else after these 3 plaques. First of all is your Race Team of the Year. This is sometimes you call this Pit Crew of the Year, Race Team of the Year. But this goes to a race team that fielded a couple different cars on opposite weeks of each other and did a lot with a little, kind of one of the lower budget teams, but was always a presence in both divisions they ran and were competitive, showed great sportsmanship all year. So the 2022 Race Team of the Year goes to Burgess Family Racing, Chris Burgess and Ben Burgess. And Harold Burgess. Who? Borky?
That's enough.
Get these guys.
Thank you.
Proud Mike for putting everything on here.
Next is our Racing Spirit Award. This doesn't necessarily have to go to a driver that wins all the time, but a driver that shows the right attitude when they come here to Wiscasset Speedway. We say racing for the right reasons. Someone who just is here racing for the pure fun of it. And if you end up with podiums and trophies, that's just an added bonus. But we like folks that race here for fun first and foremost. And this driver kind of caught our attention when he was here in Victory Lane and pointed up into the grandstands and said, I was that kid up there not too long ago, and I wanted to be down here. Doing this just for fun. So your 2022 Racing Spirit Award goes to Maddie Sanborn. And our last specialty award here goes to the recipient of the Ron Bryant Integrity Award. And this is a special award here at Wiscasset Speedway because it represents a racer and good friend that we lost a few years back, Ron Bryant. And Ron was another one of those guys that was doing it for the right reason. The back of his hauler had a big smiley face on it that said, have fun, go racing. But Ron always held himself in high esteem, showed great integrity, always put others ahead of himself when it came to making this place the best it could be. So we don't give this award away lightly. We always try to find people who, again, like I said, put themselves above others, themselves below others to help make this place better. So this year's Ron Bryant Integrity Award goes to our own Mike Carlton. As many of you have seen, Mike on more than one occasion has sacrificed his own personal safety to save the life of one of our race car drivers, and we'll always be appreciative of that, Michael. Thank you. All right, next we're going to do our Drivers of the Month and Driver of the Year. We want to thank Lee Mortensen from Four Seasons Synthetic. Lee is at his 50th reunion tonight, so we have a stand-in for him, his body double in the movies. Steve Perry, come on down. So we've already introduced you to our Drivers of the Month for May, June, July, and August, but I'm going to have them come down here and join us if they would, please. First of all, your May Driver of the Month was Josh Hall. Your June Driver of the Month was Adam Chadbourne. Your July Driver of the Month was Shane Weber. And your August Driver of the Month was Will Collins. And I don't think Will is here today. I think he's up the road racing. Next, we got to introduce you to our September Driver of the Month. And much the same as these guys, the Driver of the Month award not only recognizes what they do in the race car out on the track, but how they represent themselves, their team, and the sport, and Wiscasset Speedway out of the race car. It's a very important balance. And we like to say a driver we would be proud to set aside and show people as the best of Wiscasset Speedway. Much like these guys, this next gentleman serves those titles as well. Your September Four Seasons Synthetic Driver of the Month is Brett Osmond. Brett, congratulations. And I'm going to give you a chance to talk on the mic here for a sec, as much as these guys did. Here's your chance to thank the folks that helped get you this award.
I got to thank Warren Sons Construction, Coastal Race Fab, and all my other sponsors. Laid Back Lumber, Red Z Eats, Wicked Cornhole, Pro Concrete, RawDaddy.com, and KO Tire.
All right, well, congratulations. Have you stand right there, and I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to turn the microphone over to Steve Perry.
Well, first and foremost, honored by from Lee Mortensen to come up here and represent him. Lee is a great guy, as you guys all know, what he does for the track of Wiscasset, but what he does for the sport of auto racing, and with sponsorships, individual sponsorships, and this award, which is a pretty big deal. And it's kind of funny you talk about him being my body double. Last week we were down in Victory Lane here at the end of the night, and Pete that's when he told us that he was all done. And I asked him how old he was, and he was 80. And both Debbie and Lee's wife, Sue, looked at us, who are both, I'm 14 years younger than Pete, or 24 years younger, actually. And Lee's like 17. She goes, well, you guys look like crap compared to Pete. So, yeah, no, so Pete, if you get lonely, I got one that's ready to do a swap-a-roo. Get rid of me for you, because you're in a lot better shape and everything. So, yeah, so Pete's got it all going for him. So thank you for everything you did for me over the years with mainly motorsports, the off-season shows, and particularly all these racers. And I'm sure when you're looking through the photos and you saw these guys that you started taking pictures of when they were 14, 15 years old, now they got grandkids. It's a lot of memories. So thank you to you from myself personally.
Don't measure it. The pressure was all mine.
So yeah, let's talk about Lee Mortensen. Everything he does here, and it's a big deal to get recognized on a monthly basis, putting a month together. Because obviously not all of them are champions, but they put a month together, and then some of the other qualities that you guys look for with the driver of the month, and then which turns into the driver of the year. And this year's representative or recipient, do you want to pull that off, Ken? So. When I say pull it off, you got to hang on a sec. Yeah. So, quickie, and so this year's representative, and we talk about the on-track things, and anybody winning a race is a big deal. And I always say to kids and adults and anybody that's looking for sponsorship, anybody can win races, really. It's what you do off the track that's going to attract me to want to give you money. I don't care to hear my name in Victory Lane, but I like to see positive posts by you on social media, not only for what your sponsors do for you or your team, but the track, and then other things that you do. And then obviously winning races is a bonus, and winning championships. But before I announce this person's name, one of the things I've always been, when I go to different tracks and I listen to the crowd response, and usually a guy that wins a bunch of races, they aren't at the top of the food chain when it comes to applause. And the only other guy that comes to mind right off the top of my head that I can put in this category with this week's winner or this recipient is a guy by the name of Bubba Pollard. And anybody that follows short track racing knows Bubba Pollard wins a lot of races in a lot of venues and a lot of places. And he is one of the most popular drivers at any track he goes to. He wins races because he does all the right things. And it made me think about halfway through the year, I compare this guy to the likes of a Bubba Pollard and what he's done. So this year's recipient of the 2022 four-season synthetic driver of the year goes to your four-time modified consecutive champion, Mr. Adam Chadbourne. Good job, bud.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, not the first time in front of a microphone, but some of the things that you do, not only on the track, but off the track, to promote this track, this facility, and particularly the division you're in.
I love this track. I love the people who come here. The fans are diehard. They come good, bad weather. The crew, my crew, my family, my friends, Richard and Vanessa for having this place, Ken, all the crew that help here. It's a really fantastic place. Couldn't ask to be a champion at a better place, better track.
No, absolutely. And if you want to see, and you're a big supporter of the because of the cancer that's affected your family, we wanted to give you a little extra special look in your award and give you, because you're a big supporter. So thank you. I'm sure Ken's got some things he'd like to say, but congratulations from Lee and the whole four-season synthetic team, and you're going to represent them well for the next season with all that comes with it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your 2022 Driver of the Year, Mr. Adam Chadbourne. Yeah, we wanted to make sure we got a trophy that was taller than him.
Bring it over here. You got it, sir.
All right, let's get into some points awards here. As soon as we get our photo with our drivers of the month and driver of the year. And by the way, Adam doesn't know this yet, but the Maine Motorsports Hall of Fame banquet is coming up in 2 weeks on October 22nd, and Adam Chadbourne will be representing Wiscasset Speedway for the Maine State Driver of the Year Award, which will be awarded at the banquet in 2 weeks. All right, now for your top three in the brackets market, four-cylinder pros. We had 4 different feature winners, 8 trophy winners this year, and a good points battle right down to the last race. Third in points goes to a driver with 8 top 3s, 9 top 5s, 2 feature wins, and 2 heat wins. Third in points goes to Ben Burgess. Second in points goes to a gentleman with 9 top 3s, 12 top 5s. He had the best average finish of any driver at Wiscasset Speedway this season. He had 4 feature wins and 2 heat wins and was your May Driver of the Month. Second in points goes to Josh Hall. And your champion. This guy had 9 top 3s, 11 top 5s, 3 feature wins, and 4 heat wins, and made history this year as the youngest champion in Wiscasset Speedway history. Your champion of the Brackets Market 4-cylinder pros for 2022 is Daniel Harding. He is small, but he is mighty. Well done, champ. Hey, stand right here for a sec. Turn right around so the folks can see you. You as the champion, I'm going to give you a chance to thank once again your family, your crew, and the folks that helped get you the championship.
Jeff Burgess from Burgess Racing Fabrications, my dad, Austin Hay, Jeff and Libby from Yogi Bear Campground in Madison. Yeah.
Yeah? That sound all right? You going pro stock racing next year, I hear?
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, I know. You got a long career ahead of you, kid. I think you're going to do all right. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for your champion, Daniel Harding. Now for your Thunder 4 Minis, sponsored by Sweats Concrete. This season we had 52 different drivers in the Thunder 4 division. Turned out 4 feature winners and 9 different trophy winners. This third place driver had an outstanding sophomore season once again, turning in 5 top 3s and 8 top 5s. Third in points goes to Jeff Farrington. Second in points, this guy provided lots of excitement as always. He turned in 11 top 3s in all 11 races that he ran. He turned in a track high 7 feature wins and 8 heat wins. Second in points goes to Zach Audette. And your champion. This guy was a front runner all season long to the tune of 7 top 3s, 9 top 5s, and 2 feature wins. He also was your July Driver of the Month. Your champion of the Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis for 2022 is Shane Weber. By the way, I'll mention this. I meant to mention it earlier. And actually, Penny. Where's Penny? I promised her a little mic time, too. Come on down. I apologize for skipping by it. I wanted to let you guys know that this season, car count-wise, we had our best season ever. We had 312 competitors this year, 105 different heat winners, 48 feature winners, and 102 different drivers went home with trophies this year. So very nice competitive season. We appreciate the Beach Ridge drivers that came and joined us this year, and hope you found what's becoming a new home for you here at Wiscasset Speedway. Now your Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. Big thank you to Dan Morris and Kennebec Equipment Rental. We had 19 different cars in this class, 6 different feature winners. Third place is a driver who was steady all season and showed outstanding sportsmanship. He had 7 podium finishes and a couple of heat wins. Third in points goes to Travis Pouliot. Second place in points, one of the most tenacious competitors here at Wiscasset Speedway, brought the title fight right to the final day as always. He had 5 top 3s mixed in with a dose of tough luck too, but his 4 feature wins and 5 heat wins were best in the class. Second in points goes to Jimmy Childs. And your champion. This guy was the division's steadiest driver. He turned in 8 top 3s and 10 top 5s, which was best in the class. He had 2 feature wins and 2 heat wins. His first Outlaw Mini, and this is, by the way, the first Outlaw Mini champion not named Childs or Audette for the first time since 2016. Your champion of the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis for 2022 is Kyle Willett. Penny Charette, who runs our Ward and Son Construction Kids Club, and what a year you guys had. First of all, with your big fundraiser and everything, so I'll turn the microphone over to you.
First, I want to thank everybody for all the support that I've had this year with donations to our toys and bikes. You drivers are absolutely amazing. We gave away at least 1 bike every single week, sometime even as many as 4 or 5. The kids love it. I hear all the time, I've never had a new bike. I don't have a helmet. And so you guys make all these kids' days. I'd also like to welcome down Steve Ward. Without Ward and Son Construction, I could never, ever take care of all the kids that we have here. We have anywhere from 80 to 100 in the summertime every year. And without their support, we wouldn't be able to do that. Our kids would like to present this to you. It's a thank you card from all of them they signed. And it's just an appreciation of what you and your dad and everybody else does for us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to welcome down Karen Stewart. Karen has been my helper for a couple of years. Without her help, I wouldn't be able to do some of the stuff, the extra stuff that I do, like what Ken mentioned, the Racing Cancer Walk that we did, and a big shout out to all of you that helped us raise an amazing amount of money for the Dean Snell Cancer Foundation. Here's a little appreciation of everything that you've done for us.
Big thank you to Keith Russell and the folks from Portland Glass for sponsoring this division once again. We had 51 different drivers in this class, 6 different feature winners, 13 different trophy winners. This class averaged over 20 cars a week with some great 3-wide action. Third place goes to a driver who returned after several years off. He turned in 3 podium finishes and 6 top 5s, always competitive up front. Third place goes to Jeremy Glazier. Second place goes to a driver who returned to full-time racing and had one of his best seasons, turning in 4 top 3s and a feature win, 7 top 5s and a heat win. And they finished second in the Strictly Shootout last weekend. Second in points, that is, goes to Mac Hannon Jr. Your champion had another dominant season and made little doubt on who was in charge of the class. He had 9 top 3s, 10 top 5s. His 5 feature wins and 6 heat wins were all best in class. He had a 3rd place in the Strictly Shootout and is the champion for the 2nd year in a row, the first repeat champion since 2007-2008. Your champion of the Portland Glass Strictly Streets for 2022 is Josh St. Clair. I do apologize to our other champs that I didn't have a chance to come down and say something, but yeah, you don't want to talk anyway, do you? Josh, here's your chance to thank your crew once again for another dominant season.
Yeah, I got to thank the guys, my grandfather, my father, Wildness Creations, 600. I'm at Outlaws. I'm having trouble here. It's been a minute. And, you know, I got a group of guys that come every week, every Wednesday, and make it all possible to run all them divisions. I got to thank them. They're a big part of the storyline. And I got to thank my daughter, my boy, my wife, my mother, and Auntie Barb for the good luck hugs. Without everybody, it's not worth coming. So thank you, everybody.
All right, I know you intended to take it easy this year, and you dropped down to 4 divisions. Are you going to drop down to 5 divisions next year?
Yeah, I'm going to focus on Group 1, I think, and see how that goes. And just the wife laid the law down a little bit more this year, so we're going to back her down.
You're a wise man, Josh. Josh St. Clair, your 2022 Strictly champion. Now to the Market 27 Super Streets. A big thank you to Market 27 and also thank you to Ward & Son Construction. We had 45 different drivers, 6 different feature winners. Your 3rd place driver had a great first season here at Wiscasset Speedway. His 8 top 5s and 7 top 3s were second best in class. His 4 feature wins were best in the division. 3rd in points goes to Richard Bubba Pelton. Second in points, this guy had an outstanding season once again. His 10 top 5s tied for best in the class. He had 7 top 3s, but missed out on that much-deserved win. He did kick in with 4 heat wins to finish second in points, and that is Matty Beers. That dude's hustling. This is all right. And your champion. This guy was the steadiest driver in Group 1's toughest division. He had 10 top 5s in 10 out of 11 point races. His 9 podium finishes were best in class. He had 3 feature wins and 7 heat wins. He also won the 100 lapper at season's end and makes history as the first rookie to win this tough division, the Super Streets of Wiscasset Speedway. Your 2022 Market 27 Super Street champion is Brett Osmond. Brett, we'll get a quick chat with you once again here. Did this season end up to your expectations? Did you really have that lofty a goal to win this title this year?
I didn't really have that wasn't my motivation. I just wanted to try to win a race.
Did things, I know you found yourself to be pretty competitive early, but when did things finally click in and say, maybe I get a chance to take this?
About halfway through the year, I think. I kind of looked at the points for the first time. I was like, I can win this probably.
And how was it racing against some of the toughest competition in the state?
I had a great time racing with everybody. For the most part, everybody's respectful. They'll give you room. It's a great class to race.
All right. Anybody else you want to thank that you missed earlier?
Peter Turner. He always shows up and helps out. My mom, my girlfriend, and everybody that comes and watches.
Did your dad have anything to do with it?
I already think it's business. Yeah, he had a little bit. Yeah.
All right, congratulations once again, Brett Osmond, your Super Street champion. Now your modifieds. A big thank you to the Treadwell family and WHCF 88.5 FM for sponsoring this class. We had 27 cars this year, which was easily the best season car count-wise for the modifieds. We had 5 different feature winners, actually 6 different winners if you include today. An outstanding racing action. This was definitely the comeback division of the season. Third in points was one of the track's most improved drivers. He had 6 top 5s, including 3 podium finishes, and added 3 heat wins. Third in points goes to Wayne Witten Jr. Second in points is a driver who had a solid season in a tough division, especially for a rookie. He had 6 top 5s, 3 podium finishes, picking up his first career win on July 23rd. He also added 3 heat wins and a sportsmanship award. Second in points goes to Brandon Williams. And your champion, another dominant season for this driver. He had top 3 finishes in 10 out of 11 races. He had 5 feature wins, which was best in class, and 7 heat wins. He made history with his 4th straight championship, the first in the track's history to win 4 straight in any division. And his 6th overall championship now ties him with Scott Chubbuck for 2nd all-time at Wiscasset Speedway. Your 2022 WHCF Modified Champion is Adam Chadbourne. All right, Adam, this has certainly been a dream season for you, but these guys really turned up the competition for you this year, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, I was glad to have them. Right, we had a lot more cars, we had a lot more competition, and things were tight.
Now, you obviously had a strong but still dominant season, but you seem to have to work for a little more than the last couple years. Did you feel that they gave you a better challenge this season?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we had some good competition. We had some good clean racing by some new guys. I was glad to see that come into the class. We always need respectful racing to finish the season solid.
Absolutely. And who you want to thank on this championship and the season you've had?
I got to thank my family first off. My dad, he's the brains of the operation. Thank Sherry for staying strong for us. Thank the track and my sponsors and my friends and family, and thanks to everybody for coming.
All right, Adam Chadbourne, your 2022 Modified Champion. Now to your late model sportsman. A big thank you to James and Steve Barker and Wood Pellet Warehouse for, once again, our most competitive division that averaged 22 cars per race this year. 42 different drivers, turned out 7 different feature winners. Third place goes to a kid who had a strong rookie campaign. 10 top 10s were second best in the class. He had 3 podium finishes, including his first career win on May 14th and another win today. Third in points goes to Jet Decker. Second place in points. It's always one of the top drivers to watch work their way up from the back of the pack. He struggled early in the year, but dominated late in the year. 8 podium finishes were best in the class. He won 5 of the last 6 races. His 5 wins were best in the division, and he was the August driver of the month. Second in points goes to Will Collins. And your champion. It was a banner year for this driver once again. He reeled off 3 early season wins and held on down the stretch to take the title. His 9 top 5s were best in class. 7 of those were top 3s. He was always one to watch and was Cassett's most competitive division, and wins his 2nd straight late model title and 5th title overall in the last 2 years. Your 2022 Wood Pellet Warehouse late model sportsman champion is Josh St. Clair.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations once again, Josh. I do want to ask your crew chief something. Is Dad a good race car driver?
Yes.
All right, that's enough said. Is there anybody else you want to thank that you didn't mention before?
Yeah, I didn't thank the track and Richard and Vanessa and you and Pete and everyone that does all the parts here, and even Nate. You know, he's all right. So I got to thank the staff, like I said, and like Adam said earlier, this is my home too, and I love this place, and that's why I race here as much as I do. There's been as much here. I mean, this has been my life every summer since 1989. So from selling ice cream to racing.
I think you were 3 years old when I started working here.
Yeah, I don't know how old you were, but you were still old then.
Thank you, brother. Congratulations. Josh St. Clair, your 2022 late model champion. And now to your Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks. A big thank you to Norm Sherman and Norm's Used Cars for sponsoring this class once again. We had 47 different drivers this season, 6 different feature winners in the Pro Stocks. 3rd place goes to a gentleman who had a solid rookie season. He had 9 top 5s, a season best 3rd place finish mid-season, and added 3 heat wins and a Rookie of the Year title as well. 3rd in points goes to Stephen Chicoine. Second in points, this guy had a career best season in the Pro Stocks. He had 9 top 5s, 4 podium finishes, season best second on July 30th, 3 heat wins as well, and always entertaining. Want to thank him for standing in and helping to call the races today. Ladies and gentlemen, second in points, Logan Melcher. That is an entrance.
All right, it's good. Next guy, you don't need to talk to him. You talked to him enough. I love you, Kevin. Just kidding, bro. Logan, how many beers you had today? 2.
And to your champion. This guy was perhaps the most dominant driver at the track this season, all while showing outstanding sportsmanship. He had 10 top 3 finishes out of 12-point races. His 6 feature wins up until today were tied for most at the track, but he still had an outstanding season, threw in 7 heat wins as well. He had a goal to win this title, and he saw it through right to the end. Your champion of the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks for 2022 is Kevin Douglas. All right.
Oh, is he going to talk to me?
Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Oh, crap.
You've talked to me off and on in the pits and here throughout the season, and you made it pretty clear at the beginning of the year you had a goal. You think you had everything in place to go for the title. It'd been a long time since you had your first mini stock title here at Wiscasset, but you set a goal at the beginning of the year, and obviously it came to fruition, but talk about the struggle to get there.
No, I mean, it's been a long road, but last year I felt like we had a car to beat too, and it didn't work out. And this year I just came into it and I said I was going to get every point I could get, and so the later races don't really matter. So it's all good. So it's it's nice to win a Pro Stock championship.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's not easy at a track like this as well. You really got to, we have talked to some drivers today, the one characteristic about this track is you don't have time to breathe and take a rest during a race. You're on the wheel the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, this track's tough, and but it's the best track in Maine, and it's awesome. So it all worked out, and it's good. We're champions.
Yeah, talk about the crew that helped get you here and the support mechanism that you have, especially the folks right here in the front row every week.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my family here that they're here every, my dad, my stepmom, they're here every week. So it's awesome to have them. My brother, he's been a huge part of this. Not here tonight, not going to be here next year, but we'll figure it out and we'll make it work. But it's all these people and all the fans I've gained and all the relationships I've gained from doing this. I mean, it makes it worth doing.
All right. Well, congratulations to you once again. Goal achieved. How's it feel?
It feels pretty damn good.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Pro Stock champion, Kevin Douglas. Folks, that'll do it for our awards. We thank you guys for sticking around. We tried to move things along and get you home before it got too cold, but we appreciate you guys joining us all season long, especially here tonight. So one final time on behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan and the entire staff here at Wiscasset Speedway, thank you guys very much. Keep an eye on the website, wiscassetspeedway.com, for all the information on happenings. Don't forget, October 23rd will be Rules Day right here, and we'll see you then. Thank you. Good night.